good race there by Barters and Robster. Also Saint Spam. I don't know, I can't remember where he started, but
nice win there for Barters. Halves with Brian. Brian's having a go into the last corner.
outside.
He's on the outside.
What the hell? No way.
Has he held it? No. Well done, HSV. Well done.
Congrats. Albert, done his usual on the outside. Albert.
He's kept it out the wall.
It's a P1.
Oh, sorry, Barters. Sorry, Barters. I wasn't in your car. Sorry, mate. Well done there. Barters with a lovely start there. Held it nice and tight. He did have an off track for someone, but obviously everyone survived. Nice win there for you, Millsy. Nice second place, Barters. This race up. Whoa, nearly killed himself.
Fastest times. Well done, skill. Progress.
That's brilliant. Well done, mate. Well.
Albert's amazing.
Yeah.
T2. And he's
Give him a lovely tap. What's John Nick cars and corrections and skills having to put in on that wheel? John's gone. I tell you what, skill must be fucking up there. Well done, Barters. Well done, HSB. Well done, Albert. Yep, Barters rounds off a double win. Albert just crossing the line in second. Well done, young Sluggo. John, well third. Well done.
He's fine. He's fine.
Oh, well, that was to the second. Well done, Albert. P2, HSV, P3. John, not far off of him at all. He's just killed it. Right.
Nice.
Well done, Albert.
And HSV.
Well done, HSV. Unlucky Barters. Lovely recovery from race 1, mate. He takes the win for race 2. HSV crosses the line now. Ish. Makes it back. Skill, nice one, mate. Another podium for you. 3 abreast.
Right, I better cut this short as we've got such a short
John and Barters had a
qualifying
Barters second,
period.
Albert. 9 minutes on back there.
Two flyers only this one, chaps and ladies.
Ryan's the first one out. See how he's got. It seemed very close in practice.
Yes. Right, let's if Brian's the first one out there, let's give him some airtime. He had a really good race with KRL midweek, apparently.
Got a bit of form going.
I mean, he is capable. We've seen it. Seen some of the pace that he can run. It's just if he can keep himself in the zone, as it were. So, good evening, Bell. How are you? Oh, the F1 quali, you mean? Yeah, that was a doozy. Well, especially for me, because I want to see the new youngsters getting up there, and that was a true test of the old kahunas, I think.
Hamilton looked a bit rattled, to be honest. He
Yeah,
looks like he's been rattled all weekend, you know.
yeah, he's doing that weird thing. I think he's gone too much into this hippie stuff. I think you know, like he sits in the car and dissects it while he's sat in the car and looks as if he's on the verge of a nervous breakdown.
And then he's losing control, crashing into his pit crew.
Yes, and that was just a mistake that he's made before. That was down to the magic. That was the magic brakes. You know, the setting that they chuck on that generates all the heat.
Ah, I see.
So yeah, he'd forgotten to switch that off as he come into the pits and mowed down his lollipop man. Whoa, Brian's all kind of rally style. Wonder if that's because he was watching the rallycross, the Nitro rallycross.
I've got a little secret to tell you, Bob, in the chat. This is the first race that I streamed where I can actually change the camera views. So it's a whole new me.
Oh, so you match your buttons now.
I map my buttons so I
Yeah.
can go in cam, I can look up the bum, I can look in the front, I can look in through the eyes, you know, watch all the inputs. It's fantastic.
Oh, good on you. Good on you. Yeah, clip the pit wall, yeah, when he was coming in for his dries as well, Bell. Yes. I thought that was quite funny.
Do you reckon that had anything to do with his spin after that? Or do you reckon it was just trying to push too hard on cold tyres?
He left himself with too little time, so they had to push too early.
Yeah.
Didn't have time to prep the car. I don't know if there was other damage as well. That was what they were wondering, is if he had slight suspension damage as well. You know, because it snapped that whole corner. I don't know if you saw it. It went through every blade.
Oh, it did too, didn't it? I did see that.
Yeah.
And it was quite a heavy shunt on that front wheel.
Oh god, yeah.
I'm on with Blanchie, who's on a flyer for his first lap. He's about a second up, so this will be interesting to see what it comes up to.
Yeah, so that's Brian's first flyer. Obviously, he can't do any more than one more. So Branchy, ooh, that's looking pretty tasty.
Very spicy.
54-7, John.
Oh, John, come on, John.
So that, from what we just saw from the previous session, I think that's quicker than Albert posted.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that's Albert now cursing.
So car 33 is Binger. So we've got Binger coming across the line for his first flying lap.
I know it's probably not what everyone wants to see, but I'm chucking it in on Albert because it's his home track.
Binger goes P5 after his first lap. Skill goes a 53.8.
Yeah, no, those times that I saw earlier on, Skill was only something like 25 thousandths off of Albert. What's Albert got on his first flyer? What's he got? 54.2. Right, okay, so who should we... Well, we've got to go to Brian, because let's see where Brian is. So he's 2.8 off at the moment. Let's just see what he's got going on. What sort of time is he up? Right, so he's about 1 1/4 quicker. So 55.4. That puts him in 6th just for now. So who's the next? Who's next on a flyer? It's going to be John on his second flyer. What's John got? What's he got?
It's going to go 54.6.
Oh, so he improves by a 10th. That's it. Bail, bail, bail. That's his
So
second
who's
flyer.
next? Who's next? Who's next coming over the
Who's
line?
next
So we've
coming
got
over the line? It should have been 11,
Aussie.
which was Aussie. He was 2.5 off. Millsy has pulled over. Next up
Bingus.
is our Bingerling. Let's see what Bingerling's got. What sort? So he's not going to improve by the looks of that. What a skill got. He's just behind him. So 53. Yeah, he's gone a tenth quicker as well. So 81. That is Barders. What's Barders got for us? 1.8 off. So he took 7 tenths. Who's that? 88. Was that Tabasco? Yeah, it must have been. So there we have it.
That's a quick, short, quick, interesting qualifying.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up with, I must admit, you know, because it is so short. But, of course, tonight it's our 3 races, all 20-minute races. This first race is for 40% points. The second race is a reverse grid of where they finish race 1. And then that determines the starting position of race 3. So it's all a bit tricky. They're going to have to get told where they're going, especially for the third race.
Tonight's safety car is the one and only Jody. He will be directing this. God, what would you call this?
Directing proceedings.
That's right, he is.
So yeah, it's a bit bizarre. I mean, it's only the second time we've done it, so it's still new, still a bit different. But we'll see how the
Certainly
boys
unique.
get on. But what we will do is, so we've got Skill, Albert, John, Barders, Branchy. Let's have a quick look to see how the GT4 table is going into this round. So at the moment, John is leading by 6 points from Albert. And then Skill in third is, what, 24 points down on Albert. HSV, who isn't here tonight, is currently in fourth on 206. Millsy in fifth on a 185. Barders sixth, 152. So yeah, that where Barders has finished, it could do him well. Madaford on 120, he's out there as well. Young Halves, who's scurried away from the PS now, he's got his PC. He's an 8th on 55. GRT on 50 points in 9th. Branchy in 10th on 31.5. So those points are going to come in handy for him if he stays where he is. And then the silver category, in the GT4s, Javier is the one that is the mover. But Aussie Thunder is still top at the moment on 90 points. Second in the silver category is Javier on 70. Got third, Brian on 47. Tabasco on 28.5. And young Jody, the young filly, on 13 points. It doesn't look as if we've got Tarkowski tonight. No, we don't.
20 seconds.
So, yeah, it looks as if things could shift about in both tables at the moment. So,
Yeah.
let's see what happens.
10 seconds.
But, yeah, I mean, judging by how quali went, the gold category looks as if it could be even closer. Right, so let's oh, and it's a night race.
Night race, yeah, how fantastic.
So
Barcelona under lights.
let's cut over to the boys on their warm-up lap. So yeah, there's a little bit of chin wag going on. So John reckons he's going to get Albert back for beating him at his home track. So obviously Albert with a decent result at Bathurst. John's wanting to repay the favour as we're at Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Oh, Joel, magic button didn't work because he didn't push it. Oh. Oh, so it wasn't that it was stuck on magic, it was that he didn't activate it.
Sounds like a Hamilton move. Overthinking everything.
Yeah, that's what you get for wearing wedding dresses to galas and stuff.
I love your post the other day on the Discord.
Oh.
That's pretty much what he wears.
Well, yeah, no. The fashionista that is Lewis. So Albert, let's hope John has plenty of beers in the esky. Well, I don't know if you want that. Oh yes, you do, Albert, because that bought a necessary toilet break that saw John end his race.
Yeah, no toilet breaks. I think he's got the bottle beside the rig this time. Oh.
So, where are we? We are... Actually, Bardas is in... Is Bardas in 4th? 1, 2, 3, 4...
Yeah, Albert's
So
out of place for some reason. I think he's having issues again with his internet. Or he just wants to message you. Alright, we're gridding up for the race.
Yeah, so we're centred on Bardas for the start, and then as soon as I can, I'll hop out and I'll... Well, no, I'll leave it on Bardas for T1, T2, and then we'll start seeing where the scraps are. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't get too much... Oh no, it is going to get darker, isn't it? 9:04 PM.
Yeah, she's gonna... hopefully it's not a... Well, it's a 20-minute race, so it's not going to get too much darker from here.
Yeah, I hope not, because it does make
Albert.
the... Oh!
Albert.
Yeah, we didn't want to see that. He's put it in the wall by doing things like that before.
He's doing it. He's doing an F1 style practice start. Been in the tyres to warm them up.
Let's see what the boys have got for us today. Always entertaining in these GT4s.
Move it up, Albert. Here we go. Good luck, everyone.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Go, go, go!
Oh, that Corvette's got some pace down the straight, the Camaro.
Yeah, it's got a bit of grunt, hasn't it? Now, who's going to back out?
Oh, look at the
game of chicken, 4 wide, T1. Oh, Skill couldn't pull it up. He did the right thing, though. He held himself completely off the track to make sure he didn't collect anyone. Well done, buddy. Oh, who's that around at the back?
I think we've lost... Was that Enesco?
So Tabasco's gone wide at the back. Obviously cold tyres. He looks like he slid straight off. Oh no. It's a bit of... Oh, couple of taps.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, boys. Oh, Millsy's got to run out of that.
Yeah, so let's go up to skill, because that's where the scrap is at the moment. And Albert already making a break for it. Oh, was it Branchy? Yes,
been
it was
Branchy,
Branchy.
yes, it
Yes,
was.
yes, yes.
Thanks, Bell.
God, look at that gap that Albert's generated already. So yeah, I don't think there was anything untoward going on a minute ago. That was, you know, it just all checked up. Skill gave John a kiss, and then in turn, Skill was given a kiss by Barders. Barders lost out big time because of the way it checked up.
He's gonna pull back on Matterford here. On
Yeah,
the
he's
turn one.
alongside now.
Hey, look at the pace of it down the straight.
Who's got the coconuts going into T1?
Oh, he's gonna go for the switchback. And,
Right, Skill's got it done. Skill's got it done, and Barders is losing out to Matterford.
That's fantastic driving there.
That is dead close, no contact. Oh, he's got it back, and they're inviting Brian into the fray. So yeah, we've got two little pack battles going on at the moment. So we've got Skill, John and Millsy in scrap number 1. In scrap number 2, we've got Matterford, Barders and Brian. And then it looks like everyone is bunching up behind them as well. So we're just going to have one big scrap in a minute.
So it's a great. The pace of everyone at this race is really good at the moment. So everyone's very close.
Other than Albert.
Other than Albert. I think he got lucky at the start there because I don't think he's pulled. Oh, he's actually pulling away.
Yeah.
He is, yeah.
It's,
Sorry, I was going to say he's not, but he is.
We've seen young Albert do this on occasion, and then he's when there's no challenge for him and no one's buzzing about in his mirrors, that's when he tends to make his mistakes. I hope I haven't cursed him like I normally do, but oh, who was that out there? So that was Branchy. Was it Branchy again? Wide? No, it was Aussie Thunder went wide and then Branchy took him. Or was it the other way around? Sorry, so hard to see in the distance there. Alright, let's jump back up the front.
Bill's actually he's turned it up a notch now. He's pulled a second off Albert.
Right, yeah, he's 7/10 up at this stage of the lap, 8/10. So yeah, now he's got past John. He's trying to make a break. Don't think John's going to give up on it though. He's quite a tenacious young man.
Oh, we got a yellow flag at the back there.
If we
Who's that? That's Binger's off. He had a trip in the gravel.
self-inflicted or
I didn't see whether it was self-inflicted. But it seemed to be only himself out there, so.
right, so I'm just jumping back to this second three-way battle that we've got going on, and these boys are still on the same postage stamp. And then Tabasco is in a little pocket on his own. So if these three slip up in any way, shape or form, that's going to drag these boys further up. Right, so Binger's dropped a bit of time at the back, but he's usually very consistent, so let's see if he can drag himself back into this.
Not a good track for the Janetta with that long straight at the main straight.
Yeah, no, he's got to make all his time up through this. I'd say it's the
First and
second.
second sector.
Yeah, so yeah, probably the second sector is where you would expect to see him make ground. The first, not so much, because it's still pretty high speed around those long sweepers. And then obviously sector 2, this is where it should play into his hands. Oh, here we go. Brian was trying to come around the outside there. So yeah, this has invited Brian into it, and it's given Barders a little bit of breathing space.
Ryan's putting a bit of pressure on Matterford, you know, trying to force a mistake.
Oh, he was very late on the brakes there.
Oh, is he going to do it?
No, Matterford had the better line and was earlier on the power. He's managed to take that position back. It's good to see though. There's no door banging, nothing.
Oh, fantastic driving. So it looks like we've got three-way battles going on now.
Yeah,
So
that's what looked as if was going to happen. So I've just jumped back to Branchy. Yeah, so it's Branchy. So it's Branchy, Tabasco, and Aussie.
Oh, Brian,
Bit-
you're my man. Sorry.
Why? What's he just done?
He was just flashing Matterford. Oh, Brian. One of the boys.
Come on, Binger, you've closed it down, mate. This is your sector coming up as well. Head down. Right, let's go to your man Brian. If he's doing his Glennis impressions and flashing everyone.
Yeah, he needs to be doing it halfway down the straight. That's just, you know, start it early. Let him know you're coming from.
Let them know you're coming from yesterday.
Matterford's got a bit of pace through that left-hander.
Yeah, I think it's the brakes. He seems to be able to brake very late and hard, and I think that's what we noticed in the last round. That's where he was making all of his time up on people, was under brakes. And Brian's going again.
Oh,
Can he hold it tight?
He's going to do it too. Is he going to get 2? Oh, perfect. Well
He held
done.
it tight. Lovely move.
Disappointed he didn't flash before he did it, but it's okay. He's still my man.
Oh, he's got it set up pretty loose because he is lighting the rears up.
I think the Porsche probably likes that a bit, if you can handle it, you know.
Yeah,
Bit of dirt rally on
yeah.
ACC.
20-minute race shouldn't kill the tyres off either. All Barders is going
Well, look at
defensive.
this. Yeah.
Oh, he's flashing. There you go for you, Glenn. Skills broken, John.
We are halfway through. Keep
Is
pushing.
he? Oh,
Sorry,
no.
while we're watching this, yeah, Skill has broken John, and he is chasing Albert.
We're halfway through the race, so at this pace, you may catch him up. Gonna be close. Last final laps.
So Jason's cheering on Johnny Boy. He's got to get his head down, Jason, if he's wanting to finish higher up. But to be honest, the podium might suit him.
Yeah, any points are good points.
I mean, like we looked at the tables earlier on, it is actually Albert that's sat in second at the moment. I don't know what this one race alone would do, but if he finishes the second race ahead of John, that will be Albert heading the table. And with Skill currently ahead of John, that's going to do him
Oh,
some
there's
good.
been an incident with Barders and Matterford.
Has there?
Yeah, I think that's going to need a replay. Brian seems to have won out in that battle.
Right, okay, so let's go to replay. We'll go to Barders, number 81. Excuse me if you're photosensitive, because I'm going to have to button mash. Right, so let's see what happened. Yeah, Madderford makes up so much ground under brakes. But Brian's very good on the brakes too. As we saw earlier, the move that he got done.
Fantastic move by Branchy on Madderford. So Branchy's coming back.
Oh no! So yeah, no, it was unfortunate. So Madderford was holding a tighter line. Barders was actually wide and off track. As he came to join, Madderford's car was already there. So yeah, that was just, to me, that looks unfortunate. We would just have to see what the boys have to say later. But yeah, no, that just looked like a bit of a no-fault accident.
Yeah, Madderford seems to be having braking issues at that hairpin at the end of the second straight there. He's just allowed Branchy to get through deep under brakes there, so maybe he's losing his braking marker in the dark, maybe.
Yeah, it's a possibility. It is a possibility. Oh, look at that gap at the top. Just
Yes.
glanced across. I've just seen Bell's message. So, as that is closing down, what we will do actually, because we haven't done it yet, we'll have a lap with our... When we get up to the start-finish line, we'll have a lap with Albert and we'll go through the current standings. But yeah, so that's... well, I think that's over a second out of it, because it was only that we mentioned it was 3 seconds. I think it was larger than that, you know, before we actually clocked it.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's very difficult. I find it very difficult if I'm in Albert's position out in front. I sort of lose my focus a lot easier being out there by myself. And I'm wondering if that's sort of helping with him. It's what's happening to him. He's sort of losing his focus, and everyone looks back, sees he's coming, so he puts his foot down again, and then moves focus, puts his foot down again.
Well, it could be that, right, all I've got to do is take it easy. And then as soon as you've got that in your mind, that taking it easy turns into mistakes.
Yeah. See if the gap has dropped, because maybe the Audi's a little bit faster through the last sector as well.
Yeah, let's see as they cross the line. What's it?
Ooh,
Right, so
yeah.
it's taken half a second out of him. Oh, so this could spice up. Right, so let's jump on board with Albert. Let's have a... let's have a lap in Albert's head. So yeah, what was that? So he's half a second off on his last lap from his fastest. So skill, I think, is actually running a quicker pace. You know, to be making that time up.
Yeah, so he's half a second faster on his personal best than Albert, and he was a half a second faster that lap than Albert was. So 1:54.5 was his last lap. And he's going faster this lap as well. So Albert's going to have to do a bit of defending in the last couple of laps here.
Yeah, 0.7, 0.8. He's coming to his radar.
Yeah, he'll be seeing those lights in his back of his... Oh, there he is.
He's very good on the brake skill in that Audi, but he's just... Yeah, I think he was a little bit too late on the brakes there and he scrubbed up all of his speed. 54.2. 54.2 for skill there.
And now he's right up behind him. He might struggle with the wash from the BMW, but oh no, he's gonna go for it.
Yeah, I'm in my favourite camera now. Spoiler cam.
Damn.
So Bell's just said, yeah, it did go. The gap at the front did go up to 3.9. So I wonder if Albert is just trying to drive to a delta because it's very consistent his times, or if that's just all the pace he's got.
Yeah. Ooh, no. Careful, boys. A little rubbing there, a little rubbing. Alright, let's white flag. White flag this lap.
Lovely racing between these two. So into the final lap we go.
Right.
Got Albert out front, defending viciously from skill. Got John back in third. Millsy still holding on to fourth at the moment. Brian, what's his gap to Millsy? Brian in fifth, that's handy points for him. Branchy in sixth, Madderford seventh, Tabasco in eighth, Vardas in ninth, Aussie in 10th, Binger in 11th, and unfortunately he's quite a way off. So I don't know if he picked up damage possibly earlier in the race. Here we go.
Oh, skill. He can make a move on the outside here, so we'll see if he can do it.
Oh, side by side.
Oh.
He's held it. He's held it. Albert's got the line into here though.
Yeah, if you've got enough off tracks there, you can probably take one just to be on the safe side.
Oh, this is lovely and tight here.
Or I wouldn't give him room out there, Albert. Cover that line.
Brilliant racing, these two. I think Skill's going to have to sit there. This is where Albert does manage to get on the power nicely. Oh no!
Oh. He's got that line blocked. Oh,
Who's that with the
Milford.
drive-through? There we go. You don't get much closer than that.
Fantastic, boys.
Race number one winner, Albert, from Skill, from John, who's finished in 4th. Millsy just crosses the line in 4th. Brian's held on to 5th. He's got Branchy not far behind him though. Well done, boys. Madaford with a drive-through for track limits. So that should promote Tabasco.
Oh no, he's got one as
Oh
well.
no, yeah, because he couldn't serve it.
Bugger.
He's got a 30-second post-race penalty, so we'll have to wait and see what that does. Let's go to me snipping tool.
That should make it. It should go. Yeah. Manaford. It'll be Binger. Will it be Binger? Yeah, it'd be Binger, Tedesco, Manaford, Aussie, Barters, Branchy, Brian, Millsy, John, Skill, Albert. I think that's how it
Has
goes.
it done it? It's just applied them now, hasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
So let's grab that now. Right.
Another great GT4 race.
Yeah, no, early on in the race, there were scraps all the way through. So, going into race 2, we will be starting with Binger up front. So, yeah, he's just going to have to hold it in those tighter parts of the circuit. Save that as Barca race 1.
Yeah, that Jeanetta's a difficult car to drive. More to him for trying to drive that. Like, it's such a hard car to get to go fast. I'm surprised we don't see any of the KTMs racing. It's a car you never see on the track. Or the Alpines.
But what's the speed of them? I mean, are they just ridiculously off the pace, or?
To be honest, I've never tried it. I think it's difficult to drive.
Yeah,
But I don't think it's slow, but I just think it's difficult to drive.
Yeah, I'd imagine the KTM would be very twitchy. But yes. So luckily for Barders, that those 2 late drive-throughs, Madaford and Tabasco, has seen him finish in 7th, so it's not all lost for him from that race.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah, we don't seem to be having much from our pit reporter tonight, Joel. Have you got your other comms link up? Have you, Glenn? Or
I don't have my other comms link in. I can probably jump into it if you want. See what's going on.
I thought George would have given us a little bit of input. He hasn't thus far.
30 seconds.
Maybe you can just give us an update in text or join us in Discord. I don't know how many headsets he's got.
He's probably concentrating on setting up the race first.
10 seconds.
He might jump in.
No, good shout, good shout. So, let's... Oh no.
Bill, how's Skill feeling after that race?
Might be starting to get a bit hot and sweaty now the temperature's coming up a bit as we move out the other side of winter. Yeah, I
You're
still can't do anything. I'm centered on it's Tabasco at the moment. So we've got our young filly Jody leading everyone out. So Binger will be starting from pole, Tabasco in second, Madderford in third. That was unlucky. That was that drive through. So Madderford in third, Aussie in fourth, Barders in fifth, Branchy sixth, Brian seventh, Millsy in eighth, John in ninth, 10th is Skill, and then at the rear is young Albert. So let's see what happens in this one. Obviously no points for this race. But this is, what would you say, it's not like Super Pole, is it? But this is basically qualifying for race 3.
Yeah, so a good result here can see you start on pole in the next race. But, you know, really just getting yourself as high up in the field as you can is the goal, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mainly for the guy starting at the front, it's just consolidating your position.
It should mix it up a bit. I'm sure that we might see a little bit of bunching in this in the early stages. Obviously, as the faster guys are trying to make their way through, they've got to make their moves clean. Gives the boys at the front a chance to show what they can do if they're not scrapping in, you know, those tightly contested positions. Because that's, I mean, that's what can screw a lot of people up. Is, you know, with those close battles in the mid pack, it can really affect how they drive. So giving them a chance to run from the front, it can see a completely different style from them.
Who's your money on this one?
Judging by what we've seen, I'm going to go with Skill for this one because he doesn't have to get the overtake done on Albert. He's already ahead of Albert, so I think he's got the ability to find his way through.
Green light. Go, go, go.
And here we go into race 2. So Binger's lost out because that top end.
All wide.
Oh, lovely late on the brakes, though. So he retains
John's
P1.
got a hell of a run there.
Albert. And is that Branchy or Aussie? Right, so it's gone differently to how I anticipated. Completely different. So, Albert.
Oh no.
Oh no. Albert, you best wait there, pal. You've got to yield that position to Tabasco. I hope you're listening. Oh, that's hurt. And I'd say the biggest. Who would have been the biggest loser there? It was actually Branchy.
Yeah, I think Branchy was the biggest loser there.
No, it's a shame that happened. So I don't know what's going on here actually. So Albert is now past John.
Past Aussie. He's on the back of.
What's going on?
Barders.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening here because to me, Albert needed to yield that position to Tabasco.
Oh no, John's around. Bardas is trying to wait for John, but here he comes.
Yeah, I don't know how to call this one. I mean, but Albert's on a mission, but yeah, we'll have to see what the boys have to say.
Matterford's right at the back of Binger.
So yeah, if Binger can, this is going into the sector where Binger should be doing okay though. You know, it's decent on the brakes, it's agile.
Yeah, it doesn't.
But no, Matterford
Doesn't look like it's set up right. Well, Matterford's gone way too. Oh.
No, well done.
Well done.
I think he did everything within his power there to make sure he didn't come back on the track and collect Binger there. Albert's going for it.
Yeah, he's got that move done there. He left the door open, Millsy.
Right, so let's go back. Let's. I know we shouldn't really dissect it this early, but let's see what did happen. So let's go to Albert.
Oh, Binger's around. What happened to Binger?
Right, so he's around the outside there. Oh. Yeah, that's a hard one. We'll have to see what the boys have to say about that. But in my mind, really, Albert should have waited for Tabasco. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Oh, you didn't tell me that happened, Glenn. You didn't.
Yeah, Binger.
No,
Binger had
Matterford at the front.
Yeah, Binger had a he came out of one of the last corners, and the car sort of over rotated, and then he tried to catch it and it rotated the other way, and he did well to keep it off crashing into the other guys.
Right. Okay.
So he waited there until all the traffic was gone. So I think he's a bit far back now.
Yeah. So I can see now. Yeah, he's at the back. So Binger's at the tail. Branchy just ahead of him. So where's Brian? The timing screen doesn't look right. Where's Brian? Brian's ahead of Bardas.
And Albert's just made the move for the lead.
Skills up to 5th. Oh. Yeah, Matterford lit up coming out of that final chicane. He
Also had an accident somewhere.
He was all kinds of sideways. So skill now up to 4th.
Yes, Aussie Thunder had an incident there. What number's he? 11. I'll just check the replay.
But Tabasco's doing alright. He's up in 5th. Because he was involved in that lap 1 gathering. But yeah, I don't know why Bardas and John both backed off the way they did. It's hard to...
Yeah, Bell. I just seen that. He almost totaled Aussie. Aussie went around in the last chicane.
Replay in
almost-
car with skill, right? So it must have looked pretty exciting. So let's jump in the replay with skill. So that was just through the final chicane, was it?
It was, yep.
Right. So let's find skills car. And we'll so final chicane. Let's
It'll be last lap, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah! Oh dear God! Yeah. So you clip that sausage. That's what it does. He did remarkably
Yeah.
well to avoid that.
There's probably a couple of nuggies in this chair now.
Yeah, I'd say he laid a good couple of nuggets there. Well done. Right, so where's our battles? So, actually, John... so Skill's just... Why? How's John so close to Skill now? I don't know what's happened to our cameraman.
They can, buddy. Fixes it.
So maybe it was just the time that Skill lost in avoiding that strewn Mercedes that has allowed John back into the fight.
Well, Skill's doing 56 fours at the moment, and John is doing 55 flats. So I think Skill might be harbouring some damage, but it was the last lap that he
Yes,
run
yeah. So I think he lost about a second and a half through that final chicane, avoiding the Mercedes. So the best thing to see would be, you know, what lap time he pumps in now, and that's him. That should be him back on to his normal pace.
Yeah, so he's the same pace as John at the moment. Skill's steering isn't straight after the incident with Albert and others.
Oh yeah, at the start, at the very start.
So John's just made a move on Skill.
Yep, and here comes
Brian is
Brian.
coming. On my screen it says Brian's a lap down though, oddly. Did he start? What's happened with Brian?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's a bit of a tap. So yeah, this might have to be manually amended because maybe we've had some kind of game glitch because I'm sure Brian started and I'm sure he wasn't tangled up on that stuff at the start. So I think this should be for position where he is. But that's going to frustrate Skill because obviously he's carrying damage and Albert is running away at the front. And with John ahead of him as well, all the good work he did in race 1, it hasn't been undone because obviously this is only a qualifying race. but it just means it gives him more work to do in race 3.
Arders is carrying a handicap today too because he's got plasterer's arms. His arms probably feel like jelly from plastering all day.
Right, so we have got just over 7.5 minutes left in this qualifying race.
He is a lap down, so I'm not sure what happened there, Geordie. Can you let us know what happened, buddy?
Was it a glitch in the... Oh, he forgot. Skill just said he forgot to hit drive.
I see. Rookie error.
So yeah, I suppose he... Oh. Yeah, I don't know what would have happened there. Would he have ejected to the pits, and then because they're out on their formation lap, he's then joined at the tail of that, which then puts him a lap down? I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, John looks like he's got the measure of Brian at the moment. Barders is past Skill, so Skill is carrying some damage.
Yeah, so what lap time was Barter's doing last lap? So he did a 56 flat. Which means skill.
So Barders is sitting pretty consistent. It's just that that big yank tank that he's in is just a slow tank.
Heavy. Heavy to do anything. Gotcha. Yeah, so skills last lap, yeah, he's dropped right off the pace. He was at 58 flat.
Maybe he's just trying, you know, this isn't worth anything. This is just a qualifying. Maybe he's just sort of, right, okay, let's just keep it, you know, in a reasonable position and just make race 3 the feature race.
Well, he definitely knows that he's got pace over these cars in front of him, so just stay where he is and see how he goes in the next race.
Yep.
Make some good moves.
So Albert now has extended his lead at the front to 3. Oh, he's just given Barders a bit of a hurry-up nudge.
Bump draft.
Oh!
Oh, and
So he's trying to turn that Audi into an A1.
trying to bend the steering straight again.
God, yeah, this isn't, whoa. It looked like he was closing in at a rate of knots then on Tabasco. Who's that around? So Binger, oh, Binger's just teleported back to pits. So yeah, that
Tough night for
that
Binger.
Ginetta has been a bit of a pain in the backside for the young man. Right, so he's got trail braking issues with left-hand turns. Oh, that sounds a bit like the Porsche Cup race that I just did earlier on.
Let's not talk about that tonight, Bob.
Yeah. Although it was right-handers that I was having problems with. It was just locking one of the wheels up. I couldn't even tell which one because the car was bent. Right. So what scraps have we got? We haven't got any scraps going on at the moment. Oh yes, we have. Here we go. We've got Branchy and Tabasco having a bit of a ding-dong. Whoa!
Whoa. Oh, missed the brake marker there. That Audi, you gotta brake a good car length before everyone else.
So yeah, he's just watched his hard work all undone there in one corner. So Aussie struggling a little bit in the Mercedes. Obviously we saw him very lucky to avoid being T-boned by Skill earlier on. So who's on the move? 1.5. Let's see. Are they just... Need to see when they finish this next sector if John is closing on Madaford or not. So we're currently at 1.5 seconds.
When does the Formula One race here?
Oh, I don't know.
Because they changed the track, didn't they?
Yes, there is a new layout, I believe.
So John isn't catching Matterford at the
No,
moment.
static just now. They're just about to come up and complete sector 1 now, so no, it does look closer.
Oh, it does.
There you
yeah.
go, it's halved. So 3/4 of a second in sector 1. So what else we got going on? Who should we have a look at? Albert's just running away just for fun at the front. Good result for Millsy if he can turn that into a, you know, a strong finish for race 3. Sat there in second at the moment.
Yeah, it's a great spot, especially to start the race.
He's got a
Would
decent
that put him on the
cushion.
inside?
Decent cushion
Right.
down to Madaford. No, I think I don't know. Let's have a look at the grid hatchings as they come down the start-finish straight. Let's jump up to Albert. So it looks like there's a bit of bunching now. So Tabasco, Branchy, Aussie, they're all
Right, man. Leader is on the final lap. Give it all you can.
closing up on Skill. So what is it? Where's the last hatching? All right, yeah, no. So P2, you have got inside. You've got the inside line into T1.
Yeah. So get his nose in front of Albert into the first corner.
Yeah,
Well, who knows what could happen?
Yeah, if he's got the drive. So John is climbing all over the back of Madaford at the moment.
So they're on the last lap here, so what can he do?
He's got to throw everything and the kitchen sink at this. Yeah, there's been a few incidents, Wilco, but not anything bad as such. Some good clusters of battles. So you're sort of seeing, you know, 3 or 4 cars involved in a scrap, then, you know, another set of cars involved in a scrap. How are you doing anyway, mate? I know it's I know you haven't had the best time of it the last few days, but keep your chin up, buddy. It's, you know, a sad thing, but yeah, our thoughts are with you. I don't really know what to say, mate.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, sorry, I've completely switched off there. And there's
Yes, Albert's finished.
Albert's
John,
finished. Millsy second, Madaford third, John fourth. Barders, can he hold on to fifth? Barders holds on to fifth, closely followed by Skill. Obviously, this is just for the starting positions of nice bit of drifting there by Barders, and then wrecks the car. Tabasco 7th, Branchy in 8th. Right, so let's just grab a quick snip of that.
Hello, Dazzler. How are you, buddy? Yeah, Bingo, that looks like it's a little rascal tonight, mate. Hey? Setup feeling a bit iffy, eh?
Right, there we go. So at least I've got the starting positions for our third and final race. Yeah, heart goes out to you, Wilco. That's it's
100%, buddy.
and I know it would have been a tough decision, but I think you've said it yourself in the comments.
Yeah.
It's the only option you had, buddy. And yeah, you just think back on all the good times that you had. That's all I can say to you, really. Right, so I think that we had a server problem last time they went into this third race, didn't we? Let's see if it works this time. It's supposed to be short gaps between the races. So going into race 3, the qualifying positions, it's going to be as it is on the screen just now. So Albert's going to lead us away. Millsy in 2nd, Mudderford 3rd, John 4th, Barders 5th, Skill 6th, Tabasco 7th, Branchy 8th, Aussie Thunder in 9th, Brian in 10th, Binger in 11th. So let's see what the boys can produce for this one. The one that I'm expecting to see on the move right from the off is Skill, who was starting in the middle of the pack.
You know, I'm watching John because I reckon John's on that inside line, and watching his race start last race, I reckon he can get in front here.
What, you reckon get the run done on Madderford and then
Rutherford and Albert.
pester? Well, he's got. I don't know what the Merc is like on its acceleration, but you've got Millsy that's starting alongside Albert. It's Millsy that could produce the problems for everyone at the start.
Hmm.
It just all depends on if he gets a decent run. But yeah, if John's in the tow, he can make a menace of himself. Of course, Skill's going to be directly behind him, so he's going to benefit from whatever run John gets. So yeah, I'll go with my first gut instinct, and I'll say we're used to seeing Albert make the mad dashes at the front, but I think the lap 1 mover here is going to be Skill.
Have we got any thought about driver of the day?
Driver of the day so far. Yeah, has anyone got any thoughts?
On pure pace alone, you'd have to say Albert.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to look to see, if we got anyone finishing in positions that you wouldn't expect to see. Do you know what I mean? Is anyone a lot further up the field than what they normally are? Do they deserve a pat on the back for the efforts they've put in?
I'm mostly seeing the pro drivers at the front at the moment, to be honest, aren't we? Are the pro drivers or platinum drivers? What are we calling them? Silver drivers?
We're calling. We've got the gold category and the silver category.
Sorry, yeah, gold category.
So, but yeah, I mean, race 2, Millsy and Madderford, they're strong positions.
Definitely.
I don't know where they
Millsy's
finished.
showed great pace all night, really, hasn't he?
Yes, yeah. And we know the Merc isn't the greatest in the GT4. I think the OP cars really it's the BMW and the Audi really. So let's see what they've got here. I don't know how did race 1. Did I snip race 1? I think I did. Let's have a look.
Yeah, so all Brian's hard work in that last race, and he's still back at the pack, eh? He's got a bit of work to do in this race.
I thought I saved a snip.
It was Albert, Millsy, Matterford, John, Bardas, Skill, Tabasco, Branchy, Aussie Thunder, Brian, and Binger. From memory. And looking at the field.
Yeah, so I think let's see how Millsy does in this next race. I mean,
oh, they swapped it around, eh? Okay, so now Albert's sneaky, eh? He's put himself around the other way. Sneaky. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be or not.
No, I don't know.
I don't think it is.
No.
Green light.
It's not.
Go, go, go.
But anyway.
Yeah, of course we're in this start procedure that there's no boxes. There's nothing telling you where you should and shouldn't be.
All skills. He hasn't been able to find the
1, 2,
room.
3, 4. Right, here we go. Is he going to get the run?
Oh, Brian's had a hell of a run on the start of this.
Yep.
Come on, buddy, you'll start flashing him.
Skill's going to be spewing. Whoa, Bardas and John. Oh! Then Brian and Bardas. I don't think there's much either of them could have done, in all honesty. And Skill's gone for it. Skill saw the tiniest glimmer of light.
You can get your braking right exactly like he just did. You can nose your way through there.
So Skill's gone wide there. He's struggling to pull that Audi up a little bit.
Brakes are probably not up to temperature yet. Not fully. They will be by the end of this straight though.
Brian's going to have that late lunge again. Oh no. Oi! Branchy closed that off. So yeah, Branchy is expecting that from Brian. Brian's made that move a couple of times down into that corner. So Branchy's a bit wise to that, and he closed the door.
Yeah, it looked like he missed his brake marker just by a touch. Dude, look who's coming through the field now, hey? Couple of changes in the pits in the last race, and Binger's back into it. Oh, Brian's making a move. Oh, Brian!
Oh!
The old switcheroony. He's going to be on the inside for the next corner.
Oh!
Not enough room there, Branchy.
Elbows out, both of them, and again, repaying the compliment.
Brian's in the wars tonight.
Yeah, we'll have to see if anyone says anything from here, but
Oh, there's a tight battle up front now.
we do know the elbows do come out in the GT4 races.
Oh,
John.
just made an amazing dive.
Oh, skill! Oh! Right, see what happens here. Oh. Yeah, Aussie just collected Matterford as well there.
Was he or Tabasco, maybe? Oh, Manafort's all the way down the field. Sorry, it
Yeah,
just
yeah.
updated on my screen. So did he have a... Oh, that was skills accident, was it?
Well,
I wouldn't say skills accident, I mean, it was a bit
yeah.
of a nose in there that you couldn't really stop it.
I have to see what they all say, but oh, Binger. Oh, Binger did a... I don't know if he did that deliberately, but it looked like he was spinning Aussie out, but then straightened him up again. So yeah, so
Teamwork makes the dream work.
I would expect some submissions this week. There's been a few elbows out. It's got to be said.
It looks like it's going to be a repeat of race 1 where Johns is going to be chasing Millsy all race.
Yeah, we'll have to see how this goes. So skill currently is 2.8 seconds back from John. Let's see how this pans out. And Albert is not running away with it at the front. So Brian has slipped back to 6. He's chasing Barders down. So it looks like Binger and Madaford are going to have a bit of a scrap for a while, as long as Binger can stay in the tow.
Oh, Brian almost murdered Bardis. A little late on the brakes.
Yeah, now into that complex, Brian is really late on the brakes there.
Yeah.
I think he's had a couple of overtakes into that corner, and that's why Branchy went defensive earlier in the race.
Yeah.
Oh, Binger's out wide there.
Oh, Skill's catching him at a rate of knots. He's going to be on John and probably by the end of this lap, in the next lap maybe.
Let's jump up to John. Oh, John.
Oh.
Bit of a tap there.
That's just look, it's just invited Skill into this battle now.
Yep.
I'm just watching this Madaford Brian Bardis battle at the moment.
Yeah, I'm with Millsy, John, and Skill just now.
Oh,
So
Brian just hammered the back of Bardis.
Oh, what? Late on the brakes again?
Late on the brakes again, yeah. So that's allowed Madaford to get past him and Binger to catch up to them.
So now what Madaford could do with is just finding a bit of pace, getting past Barders and giving himself a bit of breathing space from that nasty little porker that's nipping at his heels.
Seems to rotate really nicely, that Porsche, actually. Like Brian seems to be able to get it turned.
Yeah, it's
pretty
very
well.
agile. It is very
Yeah.
agile. It is pretty decent. I mean, I know there has been contact in this race, but they are able to race pretty close together. Oh no, I missed it.
You missed it. Oh,
I missed it.
Might have to go back and watch that.
Damn it.
Damn it, as Notice would say.
Right, so where was it, Bell? Was it next to the final chicane? Just so I can I know where that is in the replay.
Ryan's just made a mistake and allowed Matterford and Binger to get past him. And allowed Bardas to drive away from him.
Right, so let's see how Skill got the job done. So let's actually right, it's button mash. I reckon it was just before the tail end of that lap. Sorry if you're light sensitive. Is that it already done? Yeah, it was already done.
That's before he must have done it into the
Here we go.
He's ahead of them there.
So it's into Brian's favourite corner. There was a coming together between John and Millsy. And Skill just said, thank you very much, I'll have that nom nom nom. So yeah, very opportunistic move there. Well done.
Well, do we reckon he can catch up to Albert now, hey?
I don't know.
10 minutes to go. He's already pulled a 3.5 second gap over John.
Oh god, yeah. So John's got the job done on Millsy as well. When I jumped out of Skill's car, it was still Millsy ahead of John. So let's see how long they can keep this one going. So 3.5 seconds. What we got left? 9.5 minutes. Can Skill close down that 3.5 seconds?
I think he is. He looks like he's getting closer pretty quickly. What's his last lap? We'll have to wait till the next lap, won't we?
So yeah, when he completes this lap, that will be his first lap in clean air. So let's jump up to Albert. We'll jump in with Albert so we can see his splits at the moment, and then we'll jump straight back to Skill and look at the differential. See, Albert's last lap was his fastest lap. It was a 54.6.
What's you reckon he can, Bell? Hey,
He's in for
your team Skill. Sorry.
Right, so 54.9. Let's jump back to Skill.
Ooh,
What did he do?
That's a full second. Almost a full second out of him. He did a 54 flat.
Yes. And his fastest lap of this race so far is a 53.6. Skill's on fire.
He's ripping.
Albert, if you want this job done, you're gonna have to run, boy.
Time to pull the finger out, buddy.
So Millsy hasn't quite let John get away yet. Bardas is in 5th at the moment. It's not bad points, buddy. Matterford has got a 2-second gap over Brian now, and Binger is dragging Branchy with him, and they're going to be trying to make some moves on young Brian. This is where the closest battle is at the moment, but we'll keep an eye on the gaps. So the gap between Albert and Skill is now down to 2 seconds. Just shy of 2 seconds, actually.
Oh, he's made a minor mistake into the hairpin. Just running a bit deep under his brakes there. He's pushing hard, obviously.
So yeah, this is going to close this table right up for the top 3.
Gonna give you some work actually, eh?
And Albert's got, I think Albert's got the lead in the GT3s at the moment. So, you know, if you're looking at an overall champion, a combined champion, this result is doing Albert the world of good. So, where's the...
He's lost a bit of time there actually, Skill. He's lost about 2/10 on that lap.
Right, so Barders is still winning the GT3 at the moment from Albert by only 5 points. So, yeah, Albert is leading. Albert at the end of this will be leading the GT4 table and leading the overall table. If it stays the way it is. Come on, Binger. Just like to see him get something done. Get his mojo back.
His car looks a lot more settled in this race than it did last race. So I don't know if he's made any changes in his last pit stop or...
So it looks like
whatever he's done has helped.
yeah, it looks like John and Millsy are suffering a little bit on this race. Millsy's dropping time on John. John is dropping time on Skill, and Skill has actually slipped a little bit on Albert. So, what's it? No, it's not a hot temperature. There's a strong wind though. I wonder if that's got anything to do with it.
Yeah, Skill, you got to put a couple of more tenths on that if you want to catch Albert. He might have pushed his car a bit too hard at the start of the race. Tyres might be feeling it. Only a 20-minute race, but still, could be scrubbed.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, you could. It could have damaged his tyres early on, but I mean, you would expect these tyres on the GT4s to go for at least an hour, at least.
Yeah.
That's what we should start doing. Is start having a limited amount of tyre sets for a race weekend. That'll get everyone thinking about it.
Five tyre sets per
race weekend.
Per race weekend. For like an hour race, and then something different for the sprint races.
Yeah. Just something to mix it up a bit. So Binger's actually dropped off of young Brian a little bit, and Branchy is smelling blood, so he's sniffing. He is sniffing. Right, so the gap at the front is down to 1.7.
Seems to have stabilised a little bit.
Millsy is suffering because...
Oh, Albert almost had a moment. You almost lost it all.
The sausages. Sausages.
Good sausage around here. Who should we do a lap with? Let's do a lap with
Look at the way these two are running away. Let's go in spoiler cam from Albert. No, what's it really?
We should because it's almost the last lap, so we don't want to miss Albert's last lap on the last race here. He's done great this week.
Who was it? I wanted to keep an eye on a gap. There was a gap.
Oh, Branches on
no,
the
but
Binger.
yeah, no, it was
Barders.
It was Barders on Millsy. So Millsy has dropped more time, and Barders is only a second back from him. But yeah, maybe let's keep an eye on that.
Cam. Yeah, spoiler
and then
cam
we'll
with
go
Albert.
spoiler cam on Albert for the last lap of the race, which it will be the next lap is the last lap. So this is nice to see. Barders wants this. He wants that fourth position.
He's pushing pretty hard. He heard you say about the race points.
Oh, skill. Oh. Skill's only half a second back.
Gonna be repeat of race 1. Can he do it this time?
Right, let's go up. Let's go up front now. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see what the boys have got for us on the last lap.
I'm not against a little, little bump out of the way, on the last corner. I did it to Spam the other night. It was all good. We're friends still.
Oh, that isn't what he told me. Oh, skill is right up his clacker.
Oh, that's a great shot on the YouTube channel.
Here we go. So Albert's just got to hold it all together. Oh!
He's got skills, got his nose in here. Under brakes. Oh, that's fantastic driving.
No, very respectful between these two. I can't. There we go.
Albert has to get a run here because
Skill's got the
he's
inside
got-
line. He's
he's
closing it off.
He's closing it off.
Oh, he did.
Skill.
Yeah, he
He
couldn't
tried
pull it up in
everything.
time.
He was on the marbles there. He just couldn't do anything about it.
No, brilliant racing with these two again. Yeah, he just went a bit deep there, Bell. If he could have pulled it up, it was on to come round the outside.
Yeah.
Oh, well done, boys. Well done, boys.
Great race. Great race.
So,
guys.
Albert with a win. Skill in second. John, brilliant. Nice podium again, John. Millsy in fourth. Bardus fifth. Didn't quite get it done. Madderford sixth. Brian seventh. Branchy eighth. Binger in ninth. Aussie Thunder, where are you? I've left it stuck in the wrong cam, haven't I? So there we go. There is your race 3 positions. Let's grab a.
I'm impressed with Barda's drifting skills here. Watching this Camaro do some burnouts.
So let's
Oh, so close.
let's save that. So Barca race 3. Right. Well done, gentlemen. So we should expect to see Albert, Skill, John. And is that it? I can't remember.
Albert, Skill. We had
Millsy.
Millsy. Yeah, Millsy.
So Millsy took third in the first race, did he?
I just said to everybody, for everybody that got in the top 3 to jump over, so that
Wasn't
would include
Matterford
race
in
2.
third in this reverse race?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean that's just a qualifying race. So race 2 is just
Yeah, but they can join if they want, surely.
yes. I don't see why not.
You know who I haven't talked
Let it
to
go
in
on
this
with
whole
that
race
one,
is
Bob, you grumpy old bastard.
Language, Timothy.
Oi. The name's John, mate.
Timothy.
Yeah.
Right, why did it do that? So, yeah, so race 1 result was Albert, Skill, and John. Yeah, so it is. Same podiums for race 1 and race 3.
Green light,
But
green
yeah,
light. Go, go, go.
if everyone is in from race 2, why not? So,
Alright,
do you
well,
want to ask the boys how the
yeah. So,
races
well,
went?
it was John in P3 for the first race,
Yeah.
wasn't it? So,
Thanks
how did
for
you feel
reminding
about
me,
your
mate.
race, John? How was your race, buddy?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah.
Probably regretted letting Skill pass. I thought he would have had a bit more pace off the bat to catch Albert, but he was struggling just like me. So yeah, we both stuffed around for a bit, let Albert run away. But yeah, besides that, I knew Albert was going to smash me, mate. It's his home track, but
Yeah.
didn't expect Skill to rock up with that much pace. Like I knew the Audi would be quick, but Jesus, I've been trying to chase a 53 all week, and he just rocks up and does it with ease.
In the
Done two of them
race.
in a row,
In the
actually.
race, yeah, in race pace.
Oh yeah, his race. I think I actually had better pace than Alfred in the race, only by a little bit. But yeah, Skill just had way better race pace. He was the first race. He was sitting there just lapping consistently, 54.5.
Yeah. And how about your reverse grid qualifying race? It seemed a bit
Mate,
bumpy.
Barters is banned from reverse grid races. That's two out of two, mate. I don't know. I don't know how it looked on the stream, but I hate Barters. That's all I can say.
I personally didn't see it myself, but there was a bit of argy-bargy at the beginning there by the looks of it.
Yeah, oh mate, just trying to get past the slower cars. I just really wanted to get a lead on Albert, get a couple of cars between us, and
Yeah.
it didn't work out because I don't like Barters, as I stated. Yeah. Race 3, I was still sitting there cursing Barters' name. I would have liked to start up a bit higher, but Barters is Barters, so yeah. Okay, that's me done.
Done.
Oh, and I don't know if you know, but I dislike Barters a lot, eh?
Thanks for that, John. We appreciate it. So
All good.
let's move on to our P.
Well done, Skill and Albert. Congrats.
Well, congrats. Well done on your position, John.
Thanks.
Well done. All right, so skill, mate. That looked like a tough night chasing down Albert in both races.
Yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah, you seem to struggle a couple of times with your braking markers or diving on the under what do you call it? In the hairpin there. It seemed to be struggling under brakes.
Yeah, it's the downshift. Sometimes I downshift too quickly and I forget you got to do it slow.
Ah, okay.
The Audi likes low revs to help it slow it down.
See the inside scoop here, guys.
Yeah,
You've-
slower downshifts. Let the car actually, do all the
rev it out
work
a bit.
instead of because in iRacing it would actually break your engine, but you get away with it
Yeah,
here.
I broke this Audi a couple of times. It's I think I don't know somewhere. I kept breaking the engine. I didn't know why, and me and Branchy were talking about it. And yeah, it's the Bathurst. It was downshifting.
Yeah, so
Like,
banging it off the limiter.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, very good. And race 2, you had a couple of incidents. That Val was telling us your car was a bit bent up, mate.
Yeah, my steering wheel wasn't straight. Every time I turned left, I couldn't trail brake. Just not good. Just had an incident at the beginning. Someone was sideways and I
Yeah.
couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, that caught a couple of people out. It was a bit unfortunate, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
No,
congratulations on P2, mate. That's two good results there. That's very good.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, well, let's move over to Alberto, hey?
Hello, mate.
G'day, mate. So, how was your races tonight, mate? You just pretty much walked it from everyone.
Well, I wasn't expecting it because, to be fair, I've done many laps around Barcelona with any kind of cars, and this is one of the worst cars, as in feeling through the corners in this track. Obviously, long straight helps with the Beamer, but I think John was also struggling a bit in especially in the last sector in the tight, twisty bits. So I thought the all the guys were gonna be on top, and clearly skill was quicker on race pace, but I think his start of the race was a little bit hectic, and then at the end he just caught up with me, and we had a great battle there. But obviously, yeah, super happy.
It was very enjoyable to watch you two battle on the last laps. Bit of a thriller.
Yeah. No, I told him on the party chat, couple more laps or a bit longer the race, he would have got me for sure, because at some point he was doing like half a second quicker in some laps, and yeah, the Audi really likes, especially that turn 3 or like the uphill section and the chicane. That chicane felt horrible in the Beamer.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was struggling a bit, but yeah, very happy with the wins.
Well, congratulations. Well done, buddy.
Yeah, thanks. The leadership of the championship for John didn't last long, so take that, John.
I hate
Shots
you,
fired!
and
Shots
yeah,
fired!
I hate you, Bardet. No, yeah, I hate Barters and Albert. Okay, two people.
But we've
I
also
mean,
got
John, you're doing pretty well for a silver driver, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you. Where are we racing next in GT4, mate? Let's go. Let's go.
Nah, I love you, mate. Well done, John,
GT4.
and well done, Skill. Well done, boys.
yeah, and
No,
we also got
awesome.
Thanks, mate.
Millsy
You too.
here, so we'll have a quick chat to Millsy as well while he's here.
Oh, what have I done? Yeah, now it's working. Hello.
How was your races, mate? Your second race was fantastic, buddy.
Second race, yeah, it wasn't bad. Avoiding all the carnage.
Yeah.
Got very close to being involved in that 5-car pile up at the back there, and well, yeah, don't know how I missed John after him and Barters got together.
Not
But
talk about that.
He's not making any friends tonight.
no, he's not. But yeah, no, it was all right. Car was all right. A lot more pace than it had in practice, so
Oh, that's good.
I was happy.
Yeah. Oh, very good.
No, it was well done. No, it was enjoyable watching all of those races. Actually, it was there were clusters of battles, all the way through. No, it was pretty good. I've got to say though, I feel sorry for Binger because that Ginetta is a snail.
Yeah.
Probably next race is Laguna Seca.
Yes.
It might be suited
Ooh,
for that.
yeah, that might be interesting.
Yeah, nice short lap, twisty all the way through. Yeah, I'd expect to see the Ginetta do a bit better there, but and that's going to be a tricky one to finish the season for the GT4s, especially
It's going to be a tricky one for
it's-
the BMW.
Well, I mean, with the table sat as close as it's going to be after this weekend, mate, there's going to be
It's looking real good for the championship here.
It's
Because
gonna-
that Audi will, yeah.
it's going to be all
I
three
can
of you.
just picture that Audi just gripping up and going through the corkscrew way. But don't tell Skill that.
It's got a break first.
Right,
Break engines.
I'll
That's
shut
what
the
Skill's
stream
got.
down now.
He's got it sorted.
I'll bid you all good night. I'll close the stream and we'll just have a bit of a
Cheers for
chinwag.
the stream, Bob and Glenn.
No worries.
Thanks, John.
Hope you
Au
enjoyed the
revoir.
racing tonight. Take it easy, and we'll see you next week for the GT3s. We are at Donington for the GT3s, and then we've
How
got
exciting.
a week off or just a fun race on the 10th. It was supposed to be the Bathurst 1000 weekend, but obviously it's not happening. The final GT4 race is at Laguna on the 17th, and the final GT3 race is on the 25th at Paul Ricard. So I bid you a good evening, and we'll see you next week.
Oh.